Jasmine, I'm sorry. We just got married and they sent me on this long business trip. At least I survived the first day of it.
Don't work too hard. And don't worry about the business trip. I knew before I married you that they were part of your job. I've got a business trip coming up too, so I know how you feel.
We all just started living together and now I've got to leave you alone with my mom. I'm really sorry about that. She's not making you feel awkward, is she? She's not making you do strange things, is she?
Why are you apologizing? I told you it was okay. Your mom's pretty nice.
Really? Well, that's good.
Well, let's see. I had an online meeting for work. And after that, your mom said she wanted to try to build a doghouse. So we went to a building center and bought some lumber and supplies for it.
Huh? A doghouse? Is my mom planning on getting a dog?
I guess. I asked her if she was buying a dog, but she wouldn't give me a straight answer. She said that it's still a secret. She seems to have a playful side to her. I don't really know what she's planning.
I didn't know my mom liked dogs. I remember when I was a kid, I brought home a stray dog, and my mom got really mad at me.
Yeah, but now that your dad has died, maybe she gets really lonely when nobody's around.
I guess that's possible. But anyway, that makes me happy. I've always wanted to have a dog.
Then I'm glad I could help your mom with this. I'm really good at DIY projects, so I'll help her make an awesome doghouse.
That sounds great. Do your best. Now I've got one more thing to look forward to when I get home.
Ha ha ha. If she gets the dog before your business trip is over, I'll take a bunch of pictures of it for you.
Please, take a lot of pictures and post them for me to see. Oh, I'm going out to dinner with some coworkers now. I gotta go. Talk to you later.
Okay. I'm just gonna take a shower and go to bed soon. Good night. Bruce, you're still at work, right? When you see this message, please reply. I really want you to come home soon.
Sorry, Jasmine. The meeting went long and I couldn't reply to you any sooner. What's up? Did something happen?
Bruce, your mom locked me out of the house.
Huh? My mom? Locked you out? Why?
I don't know. I was having tea with your mom and all of a sudden I got really sleepy. And the next thing I knew, I woke up outside. And she just had a couple of neighbors over, and they were all pointing and laughing at me. She was telling them I was a useless daughter-in-law, so she's starting to train me now.
Train you? What's that supposed to mean? Where are you right now? What are you doing?
I'm tied up outside the doghouse.
Huh? Sorry, I don't quite understand what's going on right now.
I don't understand what's going on right now either. If your mom sees me talking on the phone, she'll likely come out here.
You're saying you're tied up outside in the doghouse? Like a dog?
Yes. Well, I'm not actually in the doghouse, I'm beside it, but how did this happen? Your mother had to have carried me outside and done this to me while I was asleep. Luckily, I had my smartphone in my pocket and she didn't notice. But not just that. Listen to this. She left dog food out here in a bowl for me for dinner. This is disgusting. If nobody else sees me like this, I guess it's not so bad, but...
No, everything about this is bad. I honestly have no idea what's going on right now.
Is something wrong with your mom? Does she actually think I'm a dog?
No, that's not possible. You said you're tied up outside. Is there any other way for you to get the chain off?
But one of my friends said she's going to sneak into the backyard and try to help me out. The collar around my neck is leather, so she thinks she can cut it off with a good pair of scissors.
I see. Oh, sorry, I'm not being very useful. I'm kind of panicking right now. I'm going to try to get back there as fast as I can.
Bruce, I'm sorry, but thanks.
No, this isn't your fault. It's my fault. Oh, I'm really sorry. If I knew something like this was going to happen, I never would have let my mother live with us. I'll do anything you want. Just please forgive me.
You said your last girlfriend really hated your mother, didn't she? 'Cause your mom was mean to her? You told me it likely wasn't a good idea to have her live with us, but I said it was okay, so this isn't your fault. But I didn't care about your mother's past. I wanted to give her a chance, so I said it was okay for her to move in with us. Besides, after your father passed away, I thought it would be really lonely to make her live by herself.
Well, leave everything up to me. I'll take care of this. If my mom comes out again before your friend gets there, just pretend that you don't know anything, and that you haven't been talking to anyone.
Okay. I like to think that everything happens for a reason. That must mean there's a really important reason for all of this, huh?
Oh, I don't know, but all I can do is apologize. I'm really sorry, Jasmine.
I might as well take a selfie while I'm like this. It's not every day something like this happens to you, huh?
Huh? Well, I guess not.
Well, when you get home, I'll show it to you. Be careful on your way home. Hey, Bruce! It's terrible! Jasmine is gone! Brucey! Reply to me when you get this!
What?
What do you mean, what? Jasmine is gone! She's disappeared! When I woke up this morning, she wasn't anywhere to be seen!
Mom, what did you do?
What did I do? Nothing at all! If I had to guess, it might have something to do with the little joke I played on her yesterday.
What? A joke?
Listen to this. That girl is always smiling and acting like nothing is ever wrong, right? It's foolish, so I had to teach her a lesson. With that girl, in that situation, it was great. Me and the other neighbors were laughing so hard. I wanted to show you, too.
I heard all about it. From Jasmine.
What? You heard already? Huh? Wait, how'd she get a hold of you?
Well, obviously because she had her smartphone with her. That's how she was able to contact me. The question is, why did you do such a thing? What's wrong with you?
I told you it's trading. I was teaching her a lesson.
Why are you always getting in the way of everything I do? You've been doing this ever since I was a kid. The first girlfriend I ever had, back in grade school, do you remember? You gave her a present, saying it was from me, but it was just a dead cockroach in a box. And remember when I was in college and my girlfriend came over? You teased her because her father left her when she was young. You said it was probably all her fault. Jasmine heard about all the terrible things you've done, yet she still let you live with us because she didn't want you to be alone after Dad died. I was against it, but she kept saying how sad you'd be all alone. How could you do such a thing to such a kind-hearted person?
Oh, Brucey. It was just a little joke. Don't take everything so seriously.
What you did isn't a joke. I think you've gone insane.
Look, it's all because she's so weak-willed, don't you think? And she's got that stupid job. What is she? A stylist? I don't know why she chose such a stupid career path. And besides, a woman shouldn't work. A woman should be dedicated to her home.
What are you talking about? That doesn't make any sense. And anyway, she did stop working full-time when we got married. She works mostly from home now, and only a couple days a week. So that excuse for hating her doesn't make any sense.
Oh, it's not just that. There was another reason I was trying to teach her a lesson last night.
What could it possibly be? Tell me.
I know all about it. That girl is keeping a terrible secret.
She has a secret?
I don't really want to tell you, but that girl is cheating on you.
What? No, Jasmine wouldn't do anything like that.
It's true. I've talked to the neighbors about it, and they agree that there's no mistake in it. Sometimes while you're working, she'll pack up a large bag and leave the house. And she comes back in another man's car. Other people from the neighborhood have seen this too.
So what?
I snuck around her room and found out what she has in her bag when she leaves. I knew there had to be proof of it in there. Do you know what I found in there? Lots of strange leather clothes. And lots of belts, too. It was full of things that regular people would not use. I couldn't believe it when I saw it. If she's wearing things like that and using all the things she had in there, she's doing something strange.
I see.
I just wanted to save you from her. That's all I've ever wanted to do. That's why I do the things that I do. So that's why Jasmine is gone. She's probably run off to that lover of hers who likes those sick, perverted things.
That's not it.
How can you be so sure of that?
Because that lover of hers who likes all those things is that singer you love so much. That guy you're so crazy about.
What?
That guy that you and all the other old women around here are so into. That singer that you guys are always talking about, Johnny J. Jasmine was his stylist.
Huh? What? Johnny J?
That's right. Ever since he came here and got his big break, Jasmine has been his head stylist. He trusts her. Even though she quit working to stay home, he still calls her sometimes to help out with important things.
You mean she meets with Johnny J?
That's right. It's her job.
Can I meet him too?
I knew this would happen. That's why I was trying to keep it a secret from you. I know you, and I knew if you knew about this, you'd boast about it to everyone you know. You're gonna bug Jasmine to get his autograph or a picture of him, aren't you? That's why I didn't want to tell you. All the stuff that you saw in Jasmine's bag is just possible props for a new music video that he's making.
Huh? Oh, a new music video! You're kidding! Johnny J's new video?
What I'm trying to say is, Jasmine isn't doing anything wrong. So stop jumping to conclusions. She's not cheating. And make sure you tell all of your friends and neighbors she's not cheating.
Okay, I understand. Leave it to me. At any rate, what should I do? If Johnny J is that close to Jasmine, I'm sure she could get me free tickets to his concerts.
Well, she probably could. Even though she quit working for him, he still calls on her to help out sometimes.
I'll have to apologize to Jasmine.
You'd better. But I don't know. You probably won't get a chance to. We don't plan on ever going back to that house again.
Huh?
What do you mean, huh? You let all your neighbors see her tied up like a dog, and you told them all she was cheating on me. Why would she ever want to go back to that place again? And I don't plan on going back there either.
But it was all just a big misunderstanding.
That doesn't give you the right to do what you did. You're supposed to be an adult. But you still can't distinguish between what a person should and shouldn't do?
Look, I'll apologize for everything I've done so far. I'll even get on my knees and beg for forgiveness if you want me to. I'll do anything. Please, I want you and Jasmine to come back here. I'll be nice from now on. I promise. We'll have an even better relationship than we had before.
You literally treated my wife like a dog. We could never have a good relationship with you. Besides, I know you're only thinking about Johnny J now. It's so obvious. You make me sick. Oh, and I'm selling that house.
What are you thinking of doing?
That's what I should be asking you.
Aren't you rushing things just a little bit?
I decided yesterday. I guess it is a little sudden, but oh well.
Hold on, okay? If you sell this house, I'm not going to have a place to live.
What do you mean? You have a new house, don't you?
Huh?
You can use it as much as you want. You've got that doghouse.
My mother-in-law immediately messaged me to apologize. She said she wished she would have talked to me about everything before it all came to this. But through our conversation, it became clear that she was only being nice to me because I know Johnny J. She told everyone she knew that I was working for Johnny J and that I still help him out with things sometimes. The old women from the neighborhood all apologized to me for the incident at the doghouse, too. But the next thing I knew, everyone was hounding me for tickets to Johnny J's next show. I was surprised that they really hadn't changed at all. I just told them all that my mother-in-law had lied to them about that, and that I didn't know Johnny J at all. My mother-in-law was labeled as a liar, and everyone in town stopped talking to her. Bruce and I hired a moving company to pack up all of the things in the house and take them out for us. When that happened, his mom knew that he was serious about what he had said before. She was crying the whole time they were moving things out. Of course, they didn't put any of my mother-in-law's belongings in the truck with our stuff. They set all of her things outside by the doghouse, just like we told them to. I guess our plan to have her live with us so she wouldn't be lonely kinda backfired. But I'm glad I was able to help make the doghouse for her. By the way, I still have the selfie I took that night in the camera roll on my phone. It's been years since all of that happened. I think everything happens for a reason. I've got a great story to tell about my mother-in-law now, and I never get tired of telling it.
Karen, have you seen my new shoes? You know, the gold ones that go great with my new dress? With the diamond things on them? I can't find them. They were in my room, in their box, so I don't know where they could have got to.
You mean the ones you got the other day when we went shopping? And they were like half price?
Yeah, those ones.
Oh, I took them.
Huh? What do you mean you took them?
Exactly what I said. I took the shoes for myself.
Why?
Well, because I wanted them.
You knew that I bought those shoes for tonight. I told you how this was a really important night for me. I'm attending a super important dinner at my college with some very esteemed members of very exclusive companies, and I need to look my best. This could literally be my future on the line, and I want to make a good impression. You need to give me back my shoes right now. I mean, why did you even take them? You're not going anywhere to wear them. You didn't even ask me if you could borrow them either.
You knew that I liked these shoes. That's why I took them.
What?
Yeah, when we were shopping, I saw these shoes and I thought that they looked nice. But then you went and bought them and they were the last pair, so I decided that I was going to take them because you took them from me first.
You never liked those shoes. When you saw them, you said they looked incredibly gaudy and that you'd not be caught dead wearing them. You only want them now because I like them and bought them for myself. It's so typical of you. You always get jealous over whatever I have and you take it for yourself. Well, I'm not going to let you get away with it this time. I need those shoes to go with my outfit, so you're going to give them back or I'm going to come and get them.
I'm not giving them back. You stole them from me first. I might have said that I didn't like them at first, but that was before I got to have a proper look at them. You went and bought them before I could fully make up my mind. So, if anything, you're the selfish one for just taking the shoes that I wanted in the first place.
I'm not arguing with you anymore about this, Karen. You have 3 seconds to give me my shoes or I'm coming into your room and grabbing them myself. 1.
You're not going to scare me. I'm not giving them back.
2.
You're acting like such a spoiled brat. It's pathetic.
3.
Don't you dare come in here. I swear I'll tell Mom.
I don't care. I'm coming to get my shoes.
Alicia, how dare you steal your sister's things? I did not raise you to be like that.
Mom, I didn't steal anything. Karen was the one who stole my shoes, which she knew I had bought for my important evening tonight, and she wouldn't give them back. I needed them to go with my outfit. You do remember just how important this night actually is for me, don't you?
Hang on. Is tonight the night of that dinner with all of those investors and company owners?
Yes.
Oh, well, that doesn't mean that you can't share your things, though. You could have worn a different pair of shoes if push came to shove. You didn't need to barge into your sister's room just for a single pair of shoes.
Ugh, I can never win with you. You always take her side. It might not matter to you, but I am sick and tired of Karen taking my things whenever she wants, without asking me, even when she knows that I need them. And you never tell her to stop doing it either. If you're not going to tell Karen to stop, then I'll just have to take back everything she stole myself.
There's no need to be so dramatic. Look, next time, maybe just ask nicely. I'm sure Karen would give you your things back. She's just going through a rough patch at the moment, so we need to be a bit more understanding for her.
Mom, making excuses for her isn't going to help her. Her so-called rough patch is entirely her fault. If she had actually turned up to her job and done it properly, then maybe she wouldn't have been fired. As far as I'm concerned, she hasn't bothered to look for a new one in the last 6 months, so her situation is entirely up to her. And it doesn't give her the right to take my things simply because she can't afford her own.
Now, you're just being selfish. Your big sister needs your help, and you're just going to ignore her?
When she starts actually taking responsibility for herself, then I'll show some sympathy and help her out. Until then, she's going to have to deal with things on her own. Anyway, I need to go now if I'm going to make it to the dinner on time. I'll be back later.
So, I take it your dinner went well the other week?
Huh? Oh, yeah, it went amazingly. I met so many people and made so many contacts. I might even be in line for some major funding for my work. Isn't that incredible?
Uh-huh, sure. I'm also guessing you've had an increase in money as well? How'd you manage that? Conned some old rich CEO into being your sugar daddy?
What on earth are you on about?
Well, I just noticed that you seem to have a new car, and it's an incredibly fancy and expensive one at that. There's no way you could afford to buy that on your normal wage. So I'm guessing you've conned some old CEO into buying it for you. I have to admit, that's pretty smart. Shame I didn't think of it first.
Oh, you mean the Porsche in the garage?
Yeah, obviously. There aren't any other fancy cars around, are there?
It's not mine.
Yeah, I'm not stupid. I know it's yours. There's no way Mom or Dad could afford something like that.
No, honestly, it's not mine.
You're a rubbish liar. Anyway, I'm going to take it out for a while. I'm only telling you this because you'll just get Mom to yell at me again if I don't ask your permission to borrow it first.
Karen, first of all, you're not insured to drive that car, so you can't take it anywhere. Secondly, it's not even my car, so there's no way that I'm letting you drive it even an inch off of the drive.
I know you're just trying to lie to me so that I don't borrow the car, but it's not going to work, Alicia.
I swear, Karen, if you touch that car, you'll regret it.
Yeah, whatever.
Karen, where are you? I told you not to take the Porsche anywhere. I can't believe you came into my room and stole the keys for it. Answer me, Karen.
What do you want?
Bring that car back right now.
Why? Worried that everyone will think I look way cooler in it than you do? Don't worry, they already thought that.
I told you that it's not my car, it's my friend's.
Nice try, but I don't believe you.
Okay, fine, but don't say I didn't warn you.
Warn me about what?
No, you didn't want to know when I tried to tell you, so I'm not going to bother now. Have fun driving around looking cool, whilst you can.
You're just trying to scare me. Well, it's not going to work.
Uh-huh, sure.
Whatever. Now leave me alone. I'm driving, don't you know? Oh, and I might have scratched the car a little bit, but you don't mind, right? It's not like you can't afford to get it repainted or whatever.
Uh-huh, of course. You have fun. Don't worry about damaging the car or anything. I'm sure everything will work out just fine.
If you think being calm and uncaring is going to get me to bring the car back, you're wrong, you know?
Oh, I know. You nor the car will be my problem for very much longer, though.
What do you mean?
Oh, you'll find out soon enough.
Huh? Alicia? I can't believe you didn't tell me who owned the car. Do you know how much trouble I'm in? This is all your fault.
Oh, hi, Karen. I take it you found out who actually owns the car that you were driving around the other day? I did try to warn you, but you simply didn't want to listen. I guess now you've got to face the consequences.
But you didn't tell me that the owner of the car was Melanie Hampstead, the owner of one of the most successful and influential beauty companies in the world. How do you even know her? Why do you have her car?
Melanie was my friend from college. She graduated a few years ago before I did. But all throughout college, she was developing her company until it grew to the point that it is now. She actually gave me a job after that dinner. Anyway, she told me that she had to go out of town for a couple of weeks and asked me to collect her car, which was being worked on at the garage, and keep it safe until she got back.
You could have told me all this before I took it out. Now I'm in a huge amount of trouble.
I tried. But you just said that I was lying, just so that I didn't have to share my car with you.
Yeah, well, now she's suing me for stealing her car, and she's even threatened to get the police involved because I've banked it up a little bit.
Well, that's your fault.
I thought the car was yours. I was trying to teach you a lesson.
By purposefully wrecking the car that you thought was mine? How selfish and petty can you get?
Look, you're going to have to talk to Melanie and just explain the whole situation to her, okay? I can't afford to pay what she wants, so just tell her that you said that I could drive it. That way, it'll be on you, and I won't have to be taken to court. You know, I just can't afford this right now.
LOL, that's not happening. How do you think she found out about you driving it to begin with?
You mean you told her?
Yep. I knew that you'd probably damage the car just to be spiteful to me, so I told Melanie all about what was happening. Thankfully, she remembered you from when you'd come and visit me at college, so she knew exactly what kind of person you are. She told me that she sorted it all out and not to worry about the car. Now I know what she had in mind, and I have to say it's quite nice to see you finally facing the consequences of your actions for a change.
I can't believe you would purposely throw me under the bus like this. You are such a horrible sister. You're the one who should be going to court, not me.
Why? I haven't done anything.
Yes, you have. I should be the one with a good job and able to do what I want. Instead, you lord it over me that you think you're better than me. Well, you're not.
Karen, I've never thought that I'm better than you. I've just worked hard to get to where I want to be. You've not worked hard for anything in your life. Instead, you just blame everyone else for all of your problems. Well, this time, there's no one else to blame but yourself. And you're going to have to face the consequences of your actions whether you like it or not. Maybe next time you'll actually listen to me when I try to tell you not to take something that doesn't belong to you.
Please, Alicia, just take the fall for this for me.
No, Karen. It's time you actually acted like an adult instead of a spoiled child.
Ugh, I hate you.
In the end, my friend took Karen to court over the theft and damage of her car. Karen tried to blame everyone but herself for what had happened, but the judge simply ignored her. He ordered her to pay Melanie a substantial amount of money in reparations for all of the damages that she had caused to the Porsche. To do this, Karen had to get a job at a local supermarket, which she wasn't a big fan of. But with no other way to pay Melanie the money, she had to stick it out. Meanwhile, I went on to work for Melanie and developed a great relationship with her. We're currently working on expanding the company even more, and thankfully, Karen has stopped stealing everything that belongs to me. I think it's safe to say that she's finally learned her lesson.